I'd also like to congratulate all the semifinalists and the two other finalists, Chandler and Alex. It is a great honor to be selected one of the top student-athlete football players in the state of Maine. Goodrich is an outstanding young man. He represents all the qualities the Fitzpatrick Trophy stands for. He's an exceptional football player, he's an excellent athlete, he's a high-character young man. As a football player in our program for the last 2 years, he has impacted every phase of the game: kick game, offense, and defense. The kick game, he's been our punter, he returned punts, he returned kickoffs, he was on our kick block unit. Defensively, he played outside linebacker or defensive end for us. He was very explosive, very much of an impact player. This year he had 43 solo tackles, had 7 sacks. He played the ball at him effectively as well as ran down plays away from him. He was an outstanding defensive player. Offensively, Donald rushed for 1,722 yards on 199 carries for an 8.5 yards per average carry, which is a remarkable statistic in Class A football. He scored 24 touchdowns, 22 on the ground, and 2 through the air. Again, he was very explosive. He had the ability to take it to the end zone from any place in the field. In one particular playoff game, he had an 88-yard run in a big situation for us. So just an excellent football player in all phases of the game. When I think of Donald, I think of more than just a football player with big numbers. I think of an excellent student and a young man of strong character. Donald has a 3.41 GPA. He takes advanced placement courses. He made our league's all-academic team. He'd like to play football at the highest level in college, basically, and I think he would. He has several options right now. In terms of his quality and character, Donald is a very hard worker. He's a strong work ethic. He's a tremendous competitive spirit. He's unselfish, and he's an excellent leader. In his work ethic, he worked very hard in the off-season to make himself a complete football player. Worked on his speed, his strength, his explosiveness, and that really paid off. During the season, he worked very hard on the little things as a defensive end and a tailback. He was much more than a good athlete. In terms of his competitive spirit, Donald played a high-profile, high-energy position on both sides of the ball, but he had the ability to focus and play hard on every single play. Several coaches in our league mentioned to me how hard he played and how strong his motor was, and just a consummate competitor. In terms of unselfishness, when he came to our program 2 years ago, he told me he was a running back and a defensive back. At that time, we had a very good running back coming back, Spencer Cook. So Donald kind of assumed a position as a blocking back for us his junior year. He did that with a great amount of effectiveness before he took the primary running back position this year. He also was a defensive back, but we had a real need as a defensive end. And Donald, at 180 pounds, had never played defensive end before. But he assumed the position, did a great job. His junior year he was selected as an all-state player as a defensive end. And he led us very unselfish this year as a great team leader. As I said, Donald represents everything the Fitzpatrick Trophy stands for. He's an exceptional football player, an excellent student, and a high-character young man. It's my pleasure to introduce Chever's candidate for the Fitzpatrick Trophy, Donald Goodrich.
Good evening. First, thank you very much to Mr. Dawson and the members of the National Football Foundation. Also, thank you to the Elwich family for creating and supporting this award. I would also like to congratulate the other 2 finalists with me today, Alex and Chandler. I'm honored to be considered a finalist for this year. The Fitzpatrick Award is an award that is not only based on your athletic ability, but also your academic performance and who you are as an individual. I'm humbled that the opposing coaches have considered me for this award. I remember the first day I got to meet Coach Wolfgram in June 2011. My dad and I were waiting for Coach Wolfgram to be available. While waiting, we were checking out the trophy case, and I remember turning to my dad, pointing at Peter Willem's trophy and saying, "I want people to think of me like that someday." He turned back to me and said, "Well, how about you make the team first?" For me, the Fitzpatrick Award represents the epitome of all the hard work I've put in, both academically and athletically. I did not start playing football until my 7th grade year when my friend Danny Martin finally convinced me to join him. At the time, I was a soccer player and thought that would be my sport. However, after my first time on a football field, I knew that was my passion. I was fortunate to have a very supportive junior football coach, Coach Kinton, who always encouraged me to play with passion, have fun, and finish strong. 3 things I have carried with me over the years. My high school football career started at York High School under Coach Randy Small. I remember how excited I was as a freshman to occasionally be asked to suit up a varsity game, and that my goal then was to be a starting player by the next year. After my sophomore year, I decided to transfer to Cheverus High School, even though I knew no one at the school, or for that matter, any of the coaches. The Cheverus Stags coaching staff are truly men I admire and respect. Coach Seahagen, Coach Roy, Coach Vance, Coach Chinquette, Coach Burgoyne, and of course, Coach Wolfgram have not only helped me become a strong football player, but they have helped me to become a better person and taught me how to win with grace and lose with grace. Another thing they taught me how to do was play defensive end. The first day of preseason, I went up to Coach Wolfgram and asked him where he wanted me. He sent me right off to see Coach Seahagen, who coaches our D ends. I remember thinking to myself, I hope he knows I've never done this before. Thanks to the efforts of both Coach Seahagen and Coach Wolfgram, I was able to learn quickly and contribute to the team. I never imagined myself a defensive end. It ended up being a great fit for me because I love to hit. Thank you for giving me that experience because I'll likely never have it again. Although one person receives this award, in my opinion, this award is not just an individual accomplishment, but also a team accomplishment. I've been blessed to have amazing coaches and incredible teammates, such as Ryan Casal, Brent Green, Liam Fitzpatrick, Parker Doyle, Jackson McMahon, and Jimmy and Danny Peabody Harrington, all of whom could easily be standing here today instead of me. I hope they know how much I respect them and value their friendship. In addition, I want to reaffirm my appreciation and respect for my offensive line and every other member of this team. I'd like to finish by thanking the people who have helped train me to be the athlete I am today. Quentin Porter and Kendrick Valentine of First Down Training, Kevin Chamberlain of Parisi Speed School, and the owners of York Fitness Center. Also, thank you so much to my family and friends who have continually supported me throughout this. Thank you again, and good luck to the other finalists.